My name is Senra Voice, and my goal is to help you discover you and fulfill that you have discovered in an authentic and excellent way. Now that we're done with all of these introductions, let's start talking besties. Literally, the goal or the major focus as a legacy builder is to change the attitude of the people and not the behavior of the people. Now, I'm sure you will say I've come again. Yes, I've come again, but let me tell you the difference. The difference is simply that behavior it's literally reactionary, right? Maybe you offend someone and then, yeah, just want to, that's a reaction, it's reactionary. Right attitude, basically, it's really who the people are, their way of life, literally what you call culture, right? Because culture is the way of life and how people live. It's just not, oh, I'm Igbo, I'm you, but that's not culture. Culture is the way of life and how the people live. Yeah. So basically, to build a legacy, it's important that you change your attitude and not behavior. Behavior is basically reactionary. Maybe today they hear you speak and then they're excited and via they just want to step into what you are doing or asking them to do, right? It's short-lived, it's short term. However, attitude is a whole different game. You are literally going deep into their mind, carrying out necessary research to find out what are the triggers, why are the people the way that they are currently, how can they be better. I always say this, Mother Teresa changed the attitude of the people by opening an orphanage, right, where she was just bringing children, motherless babies and all of that. It caused the mindset shift in the heart of the people. It moved from just probably leaving motherless babies away to understanding that, okay, their voice matters and someone cares for them. It changed the behavior, the reaction of the people, really. It changed their attitude also. If you can change the person's attitude, you will definitely change their behavior. But if you change the behavior, you may not be able to change the attitude because they are two different things. Now, let's get into how you can change the attitude of the people. Number one, identify the triggers. What exactly is the cause? So right now, I'm trying to reorientate the personal branding industry. And I realized that really major reason why people act the way they act and then they don't understand that personal branding is building a legacy. They just do anything, right? It's because they've not been properly taught. People just see it as one side income that they can jump into and all of that. They're not probably taught. They don't know better, so they can't do better. So literally the fault here is the fact that there are wrong teachers all over the place, right? While we that really know what we are doing by special grace of God, because we're like profession and all of that, we are just sitting at the back burner. So it's important that we speak up and then we do better as against just complaining internally and then we just leave them. Many people do not know better, so they don't do better. That's why several years to come, many of these people who just do nonsense online and offline, literally, they would actually, when they know better, they most likely delete their social media profile and every profile of them just to start afresh. Do you get it? Yeah. So identify what's the gap, literally. What is the cause of the gap in where you want the people to be and where they currently are? So you need to understand the cause of the gap. Now that you understand the cause of the gap, you need to understand the right tone in which you talk to the people. What do they listen to? Right? What do you need to add to yourself so that they can listen to you? What do you also need to do to get them to listen to you? Identify that. So for me, I had to identify, I had to start letting them, I literally sound my experiences and I do not like that, but I had to sound my experiences and then I make sure that I dish quality content. I immerse myself in research a lot because I mean, in God we trust, every other person should bring their data. So I always bring data, right? And that's been what helping so far. Lastly, you need to model the behavior. You cannot tell people, oh, change your attitude, change your attitude, change your, in fact, you can't even tell someone change your attitude. You need to work with them to change the attitude, right? So you need to model the behavior. Basically, if I'm speaking on personal branding, people need to see it on my end. So I invest in press release, I invest in ads, I'm on sustainable platforms, etc., just so that I can model the behavior to the people. Another is to stay consistent. You cannot just start today and stop. Legacy is whether if you want to change that to the people, it's long term, it's a long term haul, right? So you need to be consistent and consistently modeling this to them just so that you can raise other disciples of yourself. Okay. Lastly, this is really not part of it, but I'll just say be empathetic. Many of us many times because we know better, we're allowed the knowledge to puff us up and we're not really empathetic towards the people. See, they don't know better. That's why they're not doing better. So it's important that we're empathetic to them and be patient enough to teach them so that they do better. Besties, so that is the end of today's video. I'm so happy I finally did this because I'm procrastinating doing this video since. But yeah, let me know in the comment section if you really think that there's a difference between attitude and behavior, and if you have been focusing on changing the attitude of people as against changing the behavior. Remember, behavior is reactionary, right? You need to change the attitude of people. So you need to change their belief system. You need to understand why they are the way they are. It's just a little bit of psychology and awareness. Do you understand? Now you understand. So best is tell me in the comment section the attitude that you're trying to change in today's world. And I will let you know my thoughts on if you're on the right path or if you're not on the right path. Bye. Oh, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and share with everybody that you know I love. Bye.